YouTube, have we been writing off Venom too early? Because you know, Venom is a very complicated character, the newest DLC character as of this recording to Guilty Gear Strive. And with these complicated characters, a lot of people tend to underrate them just because there's so much tech and there's so much information to learn about the character. But Gobou, as you guys know, he's the person that beat me in the Red Bull Kumite finals, one of the GOATs of Guilty Gear Strive, most recently has been playing Venom. And this is a recent screen capture from one of his streams. And unlike most of the community, he thinks Venom is, quote, very good. In fact, he's even throwing up in disgust of how good Venom is. Actually, I don't know what that emote's for, but so in order to figure out like why he thinks Venom's so good, he didn't really elaborate much on his stream. But the idea is you turtle with Venom, you use RC and uses corner. He has a lot of like corner conversions and ways to get the character to get a wall break, right? You kind of abuse those factors of Venom. But let's actually watch him play Venom, because I think I've actually watched him play and I think we'll have a better understanding. Now, this is actually a stream from literally 7 hours ago, and I guess we could just pop in a random part of the stream and let's see if Venom is truly as good as he says. And this is very interesting because I played against Axel and I think this matchup seems terrible. Venom's a character that wants to zone, and Axel is a character that is very good at keeping characters out that don't have good neutral skips. And as you can see, Venom's obviously forced to approach. You know, he's using the Venom charge stinger in order to like kind of force a knockdown. Use that to set up balls and then you get additional pressure. But yeah, this is already not looking very good, but maybe I like the idea. I actually, again, this has been a couple weeks since I played the character, but I like how he's prioritizing getting a ball out and then using Stinger in order to cover multiple different approaches. Yeah, I think he was just trying for a burst bait there. And it's actually not looking that bad. He kind of uses the balls to get in. I do like Venom's jump D. Oh, this isn't. Oh, no. The Axel drops the combo. Gets a pickup anyways. He should be dead here. Yep. With time stop. And yeah, let's see if he can make this comeback or if he's just trying to gas himself up. I know a lot of low tier mains will try to like kind of be like, yeah, this character is amazing, to like hype themselves up and to like not get into like the defeatist mindset. So I don't know if it's part of that. This pressure is crazy. This is actually a lot harder to do than you might think. All of those need to be kind of very precise charge timings, because that is a charge. Oh, that conversion was crazy. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. And yet every time he does these air dashes in, they are 50-50s because he can jump in with a JD, which delays his ascent. Oh, that's really cute. I haven't seen anyone do this, where you're essentially using this to like catch some type of fuzzy mash or catch some type of anti-air. Because it does slow down his descent. And so I like the idea of like just varying your approach with the balls. And you see, he tried to do it there too, but I guess this Axel was more ready for it. This guy's obviously quite a good player as well. The tornado. Oh, I like the stinger to go through tornado. That's the thing about these kind of characters is Guilty Gear is a game where it's really hard to see success with like a character in the first month because there's just so many matchup specific interactions and stuff to watch. He kind of got washed there, but I do want to see him get a dub. So maybe we'll take a look at this match. Spoiler, I do think he wins this. This is very interesting. So one thing a lot of Venom players have been doing, they've been comboing into Dark Angel. I think that was actually a drop. He does get a couple mix-ups there. Oh, and I like the route too. I haven't seen. Very interesting. So since I've played Venom a couple weeks ago, this is a new route. A lot of people just would have went into like a generic ball combo, but yeah, you're actually getting more some of the charge balls, and then you're getting a little extra damage there. I like how people have iterated on his damage quite a bit. He's just kind of playing zoning. Yeah, it seems like his neutral's actually pretty deep. It's actually contending pretty well with Axel. You're getting the balls, you're getting some knockdowns, you're forcing him to, you know, getting pushed to the corner. And the fact that you get conversion from that jump. All right, there we got the mix. Yeah, he just push blocks him out. Venom pressure is very, very strong. I like the idea of trying to just get him to sit still. I know it's just a little bit of damage, but that eventually adds up. And then, oh, he should be able to wall break here. Does he take it? Yeah, he does. Unfortunately, no 50, but this is looking very good for Gobou. Oh, nah, that was crazy. What? What the fuck? Bro. Ball in the air uses to slow down the combo of the second ball. That'd been sick if he had like RC, probably could got a full combo off of that. And yeah, I like the idea. I've already seen like 6 or 7 new things that I haven't seen any other Venom do, including that. But let's take a look at another matchup I think on theory looks, on paper looks really bad. This guy has the red unemployment aura. This might be a little hard, but you can at least zone out a little bit. You can make him come to you. And I think that's the thing with characters like Venom is you have to, like, depending on the matchup, you have to play it differently, right? This should combo. This should be a, oh, I like the idea of the burst there. Oh, got hit by the overhead. Yeah, Slayer defense is still quite hard. He's just kind of scouting out the map aside, and now now he's just forced to take all these buttons. RC into mix up. Yeah, that's a true 50-50 of command grab. And well, good defense from Gobou, but yeah, it's not looking good for our hero. But I like the ideas of the balls. Like, he's using them to safely approach. Oh, I'm surprised he got hit there. He was just expecting like a uncharged dust. And got the hit, okay. I like how he summons the ball. I knew this was a thing before, but you can summon the ball beforehand to get a additional damage. Round start, yeah, you just back off. I don't think Venom's round starts are amazing. I like how he uses the charge ball too to get that additional ball on the screen. And yeah, 5H, get a little extra damage there. Look at this. Yeah, forcing him to approach by the air. Oh, that was such a cute sequence. Forces him to burn 50. That's a punish on there. Yep, that is throw punishable. Spends it. A lot of people wouldn't spend it here, but maybe he's just thinking he could have got the wall break, and obviously the burst saved him. Is this safe? Oh. Yeah, Venom's zoning seems, especially if you're just throwing out the ball, seems pretty non-committal. He should get a wall break from this. Yeah, I see a lot of people do this route, where you just press 5H, push him into the wall, and you still get the wall break from mid-screen. That's kind of a privilege not a lot of characters have. And yeah, look at that. That zoning seems kind of impressive for Slayer to get around. But yeah, this is something I don't see a lot of people talking about, right? So most characters here would have to spend RC to like get a corner combo. I mean, in order to break the wall from here. He spends super, which is basically, if I think of the equivalent of spending RC. But because this rocket blows up the wall, this still gives you the more advantageous wall break where you can run up and like get a mix up, right? Kind of a privilege that that's a unique Slayer privilege, honestly. He could have killed with a different route, probably. I mean, I guess a couple other characters could probably do the same thing there. Like, I think Dizzy could actually just break with wall break, but Ino, for example, would have to spend like Wild Assault or Meter or something to get that wall break. Yeah, that's true. Kai gets light the lightning. It's not like super unique, but it is very interesting. That's not something I would expect the character to have. All right, so the other thing I want to take a look at is if you look at the leaderboards. So there's a site called Rating Update, and it talks about like who the best players are of the character. And now keep in mind that like Gobou is in Asia, and so Gobou is in Asia, and like the points in Asia are a little bit deflated. So Gobou's actually at number 12, but I think he's probably maybe the second highest in Asia. I'm not sure who this is. Gobou's true rating's probably higher than this. I'm not sure who the best is right now, but the number one on the leaderboards right now is actually King Africa. And the way how I say, they changed the algorithm of this, so I suspect like his true rating's actually higher than 1950, but it's really hard to like climb the leaderboards because now you only get like, let's say he just won like 10 games, he only gained 1.6 rating points, right? So your rating doesn't like change that much nowadays when you're high rating. So he's probably better. Number 405 overall. It's what I'd expect to see with a really hard character like this. But I did want to take a look at some King Africa gameplay to see if we could see any differences. I think that's already 4 more times than I've seen Gobou use the jab button. Backdash to bait throw there. Yeah, you can see they play very differently. And I have a theory about fighting games that when a character is played very differently by a couple different people, then that means the character has a lot more potential than like characters that are played very similarly, right? And so to me that suggests Venom still has more potential to unlock. He's a hard character, right? It's to be expected. But let's see what we got. I like some of the defensive ideas and the Oki options that King Africa is representing. That's not something I see Gobou do. But of course we still see the stingers. Stinger. Oh, mistimed the stinger there. Yeah, RC on reaction to anti-air. Oh, I like the combo idea. Again, I didn't see Gobou have these routes. Oh, nice mix-up too. Very good block, and that should be a punish. Goes for throw there because I guess it's gonna kill anyways. Yeah, style points. Also throws faster, so he might not have been sure that he was able to punish there. Oh, the wings of light. Oh yeah, that mix-up's cheap. Okay. Oh, and the wings of light should be activating pretty soon. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. That's like one of the only consistent ways to route into wings of light now. Oh yeah, this is not looking good for our hero. Not looking good for our hero. King Africa, you gotta show the potential of Venom. Burst on block. Wait, maybe? Yeah, Dark Angel. Oh, nice. And this should be a wall break if he wants it. No, he doesn't want it. He wants the Oki setup. Goes for like a cute little shimmy there. And he still has the ball for extra pressure. Wire C to get out. I can't blame him, but this is actually looking pretty good. I agree with the no wall break. But yeah, unfortunate. He got clipped there. Let's see if we can see a dub from our hero to kind of close out the video. I like the IED. Yeah, it looks like this Dizzy player's favored blocking overhead because the JG just gives more reward. Oh, nice pressure sequence. I don't see people do that a lot. And Stinger get through the ice. Another Stinger. Oh my god, we're just moving there. I haven't seen a Dizzy player use that kind of air movement. I like the poke out. Uncharged dust. And this should be... Oh, I guess he couldn't kill there. I wonder if there's a route that could have killed, but again, the character's just new. I'm surprised he doesn't go for ice there. A lot of Dizzies would have went for ice, but he just wants to set up the full screen fish. This is also the #1 Dizzy, so very interesting decisions too. I'm sure he had a reason for doing that. Yeah, that's a lot of people have been saying that Venom's damage is not the best. I think one of the things I've noticed is like a lot of projectiles in this game, or like a lot of like full screen moves. They might not do that much damage, but like at least they set up Oki, or they set up something like for example, that fire spear hits, you run up, you get a strike throw. Venom, if you hit them with the stinger, you don't really get anything. You just get like another meaty stinger if you want it. Yeah, it's the fact that they don't do much damage, and like, see, you don't really get anything. You're just back to neutral. And he could have actually probably got... I'm surprised he actually went for that. Oh, interesting extension there. But I mean, we're winning the neutral. So the way King Africa, I almost call him King Venom. That might be his new name, is winning. That's just, he's winning neutral, and then he's just doing these extended pressure sequences. Venom's pressure seems very, very strong. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Venom in the comments below. Is this character very good? I don't know. I'm not really sure. One thing though is, yeah, if you look at the top characters, Venom's not one of them. Is this just because it takes time? Or is it because the character's ass? I'm not really sure. But Gobou's a goat. Kind of have to take his word on this. Peace.